Hey there friends, welcome back to Strange Rebel Gaming. I'm Brianna. Today we're going to be playing through our next episode of Tomb Raider, and it might actually be our last episode. We're pretty close to the end. I don't know how much we have left, so this might be the last episode or there might be one more after this. I'm not sure, we'll see. You also may notice that my hair is not the normal light blonde it usually is. It is currently a rainbow of colors. Purples and pinks and a little bit of blue as well. Thank you to Ricardo Santiago for performing this masterpiece on my hair. You should definitely check out his Instagram. I'll leave a link in the description below because it's super cool. And I know you guys are excited to see this gameplay. I'm excited to play. So without any further ado, take a second before we begin to hit the like button and we'll get on to the gameplay video. Enjoy. 9 out of 10 of Laura's journals, which means we're pretty close to the end, I think. Because she only does journals at campsites, which are save points. Ew, look at this rat standing up like, hello. No, you're gross. Don't look me in the face like that or I'll shoot you. Oh boy. So perhaps I should have told you before we began that we're trying to save Sam. Yeah.
Sam!
Yeah. We gotta get to her. Quickly. Very quickly. Because we think...
Alright, Jonah. Here they come. Get on that gun. I got this side. Call up target. Come on, you bastard. Watch out. On your right.
Oh boy. This is very unnerving. Oh!
Keep shooting. Hold him off.
I don't want to hear either of them die right now. If that happened, I would be really upset. We think that Matthias is going to try and sacrifice Sam as to release her spirit from her body so that he can resurrect Himiko in Sam's body. That's my estimate right now. I don't know how it's actually going to go down. Ooh, no! Meanwhile, the Storm Guard, these beings that have been around for centuries somehow, are trying to kill us. Yeah, like that guy. He wants us dead. Oh boy.
Let's see what you got.
Let's see what you've got. Alright, we're just gonna kind of keep on the move. That did not work out well for me. Alright. Where is that close? There you are. Oh! 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 They're so powerful. Alright, where are ya? Running, running, running! Ah! This is so intense, you guys. Yeah, deal with it. Oh no. Oh no. That's not cool. Run! Run! Yeah, there he is. For some reason, he like wasn't in my line of sight. Alright. Luckily, they don't have guns, but they do have ways of trying to shoot us. Here we go. Let's get this guy. Yeah. Ouch. Here I come. Oh, ouch. Sucks to be you. Alright, we're gonna loot all of these corpses because we have a lot of upgrades to do. A lot of upgrades to do. And we're also gonna keep on the move because these guys do have ranged weapons, even if they're not necessarily guns. Run! Get up! Right in the junk. Wow, that is so painful, I'm sure. I mean, I wouldn't really know because I don't have junk to be shot at, but it sounds pretty painful. Let's see. Okay. Alright. No ammo there. I thought there was... Yeah, there's ammo up here. And I'm not sure exactly how much I need ammo, but we're gonna just, like, be really, really prepared. Okay, great. So we'll jump down here, we'll jump up here, and we'll just quickly do a scan to make sure we haven't missed anything, as that would be bad. Okay. Up here? What's up here? Just ammo, I guess? Just an explosive and some ammo, but we're full on those. Okay. Any bad guys approaching immediately, imminently? No? Okay, great. So down here, and up here we go. Also right in the jump. Wow, it sucks to be you. Cool. Anything down here? Oh, just some bodies to loot. 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 Okay, great. Moving on. Okay, loot this body. Loot this body. Oh! Oh! Sucks to be you. I hear some more, but I don't know where they're coming from, so I'm just gonna get up here to loot this body. Oh! Yeah, I wasn't gonna stick around for that. That would have not been good. Oops. But I do have another body to loot up there, so I'm just gonna have to hang out for a second. Okay. Take, and we already took that one. So, do we need to refill on grenades? No, we're full. Great. So, we can move on. Here we go. Wow, that was smart of them. I mean, not really, because it worked out very poorly for them. But still, they almost got me. And I have a feeling they don't really care if they die. They just want to kill me. Because, you know, there's one of me and so many of them. I need to get up there, because there's a few bodies up there I would like to... Oh no! Okay. They don't have any explosives over there. This is fun, you guys. Just lots of movement. Lots of it. Lots of movement. Lots of, like, running away from the bad people. You know how it is. Ah! 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 I didn't see you there! Hello. There you are. I got some bodies to loot before you kill me. And, well, inevitably I kill you. That's just what's gonna happen here. But I have a feeling that once I kill this guy, we're gonna enter a cutscene land where I'm gonna have to kill that giant. I mean, it's like imminent, you know? So I wanna make sure that I'm taking full advantage of... Bye! Oh, wow, what a death. What an intense death. Alright. Wow, it is so hard to do that in this mode. Wow, I'm bad at that. Okay. Shoot you right in the butt. Sorry, man. Sucks to be you. What's happening? Cutscene log? What? I can't move. Oh, okay. That's better. Alright, let's loot this body and then we can go in there. Yeah, I don't think I can get up there to loot those bodies. It's not looking likely. But we'll just check up here one last time. Get any ammo that we could procure. Doesn't look like we can do that. We're pretty full. We'll go ahead and reload everything just in case. Yeah, we don't want our silencer on. Is this silencer on? Silencer off. Okay, I knew that was gonna happen. If I bought the silencer, I would accidentally have it on at some point. Oh well. Oops. Okay, and here we are. Let's collect what we can collect here, so we can get as many upgrades as we can. I think our next upgrade is somewhere in the range of 650, if I remember correctly. So, all right, we're looking pretty good here. We're full on ammo. No bodies around. All right, let's move on. Got to save Sam, you see. Oh. Run, Lara! Look at that bridge in the wind! What? He just gets knocked away? I don't get a chance to keep... Aw, come on! I wanted to kill him. Aww. I feel like I just got a chance to have an epic battle stripped away from me. That's lame. Or is there going to be more? I hope there's going to be more. This is all just ammo, right? Oh, there's a thing here. Okay.
This Chinese earthenware is thousands of years old. Could they have visited this island before the rise of Yamatai?
Probably. Keep. That'll be a great museum piece one day. All right. Do we have enough for any of our upgrades? I'm gonna guess no. Actually, we do have that increased damage that we can do, but I might feel a little bit better about doing increased damage on. Was it this one? No. This one. Increased damage. Yes, on the shotgun. I feel better about that. Because if I really want to, like, the bow is good for stealth and for hunting and certain things, but the shotgun is really good if you're just like, I need to do a crap ton of damage at close range. That's what that's good for. So I think I'm happy with that choice. So, map point updated. That doesn't really help me. Look at this hanging body. Just hanging out. Not creepy at all. Moving on. All right. What do we have here? Ooh. Ooh. Yuck. A sacrificial chamber. Great. And I have a feeling I'm gonna need to crank some things. But first, this.
Well, it had to be done. Lara left me no choice. If I thought she could play the game, I might have let her in on my plan, but she doesn't have the grit for this business. She isn't ruthless enough, and this discovery has to be mine. I've crossed the line. It won't look good, so... As
wow. Wow. Whitman is a trash human. If you guys saw that, it said, whatever happens with Sam, it'll make for a good story. Which means, if Sam dies, oh well, it'll be a great story, and I'll be the lone survivor. Because Whitman's trash. What an asshole. Oh wait, he died.
Similar artifacts from the banned giant site in Thailand. How did this get all the way to Yamatai?
I forgot. He died the last episode. Sorry, spoiler alert, but if you're watching this, you should have watched the last episode. But he died by the storm guard killing him because he's a bad interpreter. He probably said the wrong word. Because he was trying to find the word for queen in Japanese, but he probably said the wrong word, and that's why they were like, ugh, kill. And they just killed him. It was pretty epic. I mean, I hope you saw it. If you didn't see it, go watch it right now. Okay. I have a feeling that's not going to last very long. So we got to be quick. This is taking forever. Okay. So good thing it's covered in rope, because then we can do something about it. So what are we going to do about it? We are going to maybe do something about it from over here. Oh, dead body. Oh, it swings. Ooh, gross. Yuck. What do we have here? Oh, a map. Great. Are we going? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay. Dead body. Ah. Okay. We good in here? This chamber? We've done everything there is to do? Great. Here we go. Is about to get cray. Smash. All right. And it didn't smash through anything, but...
Need to get up there somehow.
Need to get up there somehow. Need to get up there somehow. Well, I could jump from there. How do I get there? Or... No, that is not the answer. It's certainly not the answer. There's some rafters. Could try the rafters. No, it doesn't look like the rafters are my answer, because I can't get, like, up there. Can I climb on these bodies? Do I even want to know? No. Ugh. Okay, well then, my next best guess is to try this. Pathetic. Okay, then my next best guess is to walk up to this and see. Down there? No, I think that's death if I go down there. I definitely think that's death. Okay, so maybe I climb this thing here and I see perhaps so I have a Scrabble wall here, so I clearly have to jump. The question is just how do I get on top of it? Maybe I had the right idea, I just needed to wait for its correct momentum. Not even close. Not even close. I can't jump to that. And if I can't jump to that, then maybe I could use a rope. But I need something to lash it to if I'm going to use a rope. And I don't see a lashing pole anywhere around here. I can close that again using the cranks. If I closed that again, what could that get me? Something to stand on, perhaps. Ah, yes, there's a hole there. Perfect fit for this. Great. This will be great. Okay. Pretty perfect fit. Now I can jump onto it from up there. See? If at second you don't succeed, readjust your life and your choices. And we did, and it worked. Now we can... I don't know about this. I thought maybe I could, but I don't know if I can. Oh boy. Nope. Still not even close. So maybe we jump on it from here? Don't think so. Can't do this. Whatever that is not working, okay? But there's a little inlet from the fence here, so this looks like it's on purpose. Let's find out. It is! Yay! Yay! Alright, now we gotta make this jump. Geronimo! Fuck! What am I doing wrong? Okay guys, I have to actually give credit where credit is due. I had to look it up because I was so lost and so confused. And sometimes like some puzzles are really easy to certain people and some puzzles are really hard to certain people because for whatever reason your brain's just not working the same way as other people's brains. I don't know. So I couldn't figure out exactly. I just kept like, my brain was broken. I was like, I have to be on top of this, but if I be on top of this, how do I make it tall enough that I can jump up there? You have to be able to change it, and I just like couldn't figure it out. But here's what you actually end up doing. You pull it from here while it's on the ground, and it swings towards you. You can jump on top of it, and then it just enough. Yeah, so that's what happened. Forget that all happened. Just forget it all. For some reason, that puzzle was just super impossible to me.
The fire ritual where the queen chooses her successor. A chosen priestess enters the monastery, and she's given your power and becomes the new queen. Wait a minute.
Many have given up their souls willingly for this gift.
Now the first and last queen lives a half-life, a soul in a decaying body.
Vessels. It's not transferring power, it's transferring a soul. All these queens, they're all you, Himiko. First and last. Oh God. And now you want Sam. Well, you're not getting her.
That's right. We're gonna protect our bay. I think Lara and Sam belong together.
A vessel for the queen's soul. I've got to stop this madness.
It is madness. Madness, as I might say.
I have no choice now but to meet my fate. Tonight, I climb the stairs to the Chamber of the Sun, but I will never submit to the ritual. I will not emerge queen. None will ever believe what I now know to be the truth. A twisted evil beyond imagining lives within the Sun Queen. An evil that hungers for more than just the land and seas of Yamatai. This madness cannot continue. So I go to the chamber, armed with the stolen dagger of her Stormguard general. By the time...
Huh. Okay, so the reason the storms are going on is because one of the priestesses didn't want to have the Himiko soul inside of her. I can't blame her for that, to be honest. And so she decided to end the cycle, basically. And that's why all this is happening. Because of some evil. Great evil. Which is great. Sets up a great story, and here we go. Yes, through here? Yes? Yes, yes. Yes! Take. Oh, okay. I sort of feel like I'm trying to get my groove back after spending like 30 minutes in that last room. But such is the nature with certain puzzle games. You know, you have those moments in Uncharted. You definitely have those moments in like a Zelda series. Uh-oh. The point of no return! That's pretty exciting, you guys! Alright, I feel it again. I feel like I'm back in the groove again. Here we go. Here we go.
Satsuma porcelain vase.
Satsuma?
Probably early Edo period.
God, she knows so much. Lara's so smart. Oh, look how pretty that is. Gorgeous. It's so old, though, that it probably wouldn't have vibrant colors left on it still, unless it was, like, extremely well preserved, which, just, you know, being in that box, it probably wasn't well preserved. So, here we go, you guys. We don't have enough salvage to get all the upgrades, unfortunately, but we've gotten a decent amount. Let's see what we want to use our last modification on. Don't have enough for that, although that would have been kind of cool to see. We already have that. Don't have enough salvage for that, which is a bummer, but I don't really care about that upgrade. And other than that, that's everything, you guys. Oh, I am so excited, you guys. This is the point of no return. We're gonna finish the game. Okay, off we go. We gotta save Sam, and then marry Sam. Wait, I don't think the rest of the Tomb Raider goes like that, does it? Chasm Ziggurat. What is that word? Chasm Ziggurat. What is that? Ziggurat? A zig-a-zig. Ah. It's a Spice Girls reference for you. You're welcome. Here we go. I'm so excited, you guys. This game has been so good. This is a game I would replay easily.
No! No, please! Lara!
Let her go.
Why are you doing this, Matthias?
Do you think that you're the hero, Lara?
Yes.
Everything I've done, I did to survive. How many lives have you taken to do the same?
Oh, so many.
There are no heroes here. Only survivors.
Himiko's dangerous, Matthias. She's angry, she's vengeful, and she has real power.
A mere mortal for a queen? A good trade for our freedom, I'd say.
Oh boy. Himiko is against us. She's trying to make this real hard for us. And I get that, I do, because, you know, if I was trapped in a decaying body, I'd be pissed too. But what we need to do is find a way to destroy her soul. That's what we need to do. Here we go. Now what? Oh, over here? Okay. Okay. I'm down with it. Here we go. Yes, okay, good. Now over to this, I would assume. Yes. Yes, okay, great. Awesome. And now jump. Good, good. Make sure we're not missing anything here. Great, moving on. Here we go. Oh boy. It's so pretty though. Look at it. I feel like I'm Elsa. You know, Elsa with her, like, ice castle. You know, looks just like her. Alright, we gotta get up in there. Okay, here we go. Oh boy. Alright, we're gonna bust this door open. We sure are. Oh, not that way, we're not. I'm gonna need some new arrows here in a second. Okay, this is not working as well as I would have wanted it to. I have a feeling. I got a feeling. Woo-hoo. Uh-huh. This is not gonna go very nicely, is it? many arrows do I have? Oh, 40. All right, we're good. Okay. Let's try it this way. Ah! Worked out great. Alright. I don't know how, but it did. Don't ask questions, just move on. Okay, and now we're falling apart. I'll try this. Great! Everybody happy. Woohoo! Terrifying! Terrifying! Woo! Alright, we're live. Ha 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 ha. Staying alive. Staying. Now what? This way? Okay.
Lara, watch out! Those bastards are heading your way.
They're
We did
so
everything
fast.
we could to slow them down.
Okay.
Thanks, Reyes. Get to the boat. If I'm not back...
We're not leaving without you. We'll be waiting.
Thank you, Reyes. See, she's a good lady after all. Alrighty, here we go. Whoa! Woo! That was terrifying looking. Wow. So cool though. You can tell they put a lot of work into that. That was awesome. Alright, we're gonna climb this rickety ass thing. Great. To the left? No. To the up? Yes. Okay. Oh no! Himiko's pissed, I think. Okay, here we go. Hot damn. Ah! Please, Himiko, don't hurt me! All I want to do is kill you. Is that so bad? Oh boy. Don't strike me with lightning, please. Please don't smote me. Ziggurat Vestibule. Alright, still not enough for any upgrades, so we're just gonna exit out of that, but it's a good thing we did it anyway. Oh, look, ammo refills. Hey, hey, hey. Alright, we did it. You know what that means? We got a fight coming our way. That's pretty exciting. Up we go! And we're climbing. We're climbing. Oh, and we're running! Up this? To the right? Yeah, to the right. That seems right. And then up. Oh, I don't like this link. It's giving me vertigo to look at her from below. Ah! I'm not sure how much of this I'm supposed to be trying to dodge or if it's always gonna go the other way. Is this a thing? I guess. Himiko's pretty pissed. I get it, after centuries, I do, but damn, Matthias is crazy. Lara must be so cold right now. Like, she's like active, so I'm sure her body temperature core is warm.
Through the trials, I have brought you the vessel. Pour forth and return to this mortal world. Pour forth and be reborn. Pour forth and awaken.
Oh, crap. This is getting really, really sci-fi-ish. Not sci-fi. This is just getting, like, weird. Why? Oh my god. Okay, okay, I wasn't quite ready for that, but I will be. Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. Here we go. Where's that armored guy? Awesome. All right, here we go. God, I hate to hear Sam screaming over there. It makes me so nauseous. Imagine a voice actress having to do this like over and over again for like a prolonged period. I can't get up there. I can't help it. I just want to loot all the bodies, but I know I don't need to, but I want to. Can I scramble up that? No? Okay. I will get to you, Sam. Despite the storm. Oh, God. I am coming to you. Woo! Yeah. Everybody loses when there's a storm. Storms are not selective in their destruction. Aha! Screw you. Yeah, you're gonna die. Find a base camp. Can't get up there. Oh crap, I don't want to die here. Ah, shit. That sucked. I'm so focused, you guys. She's so badass. I freaking love her. I got ahead of myself and I let them flank me, and that's why I got into trouble. Not this time! Two of them. This is going to go badly for me. Yes. Die. Oh, I need ammo. Can I pick up ammo from these guys? Yes, I can. All right, I should be looting them. And I will. The Guardians just want to murder everyone too, apparently. All right. I can make that work for me. What's happening? How am I supposed to get there? I'm supposed to jump that? I don't know. That doesn't seem to make any sense at all. from here? I can... From here? Alright, that was interesting. That was one of those, like, assisted jumps that only happened because the game required it. Especially into the wind. Oh boy. Now's my chance. I'm gonna have to defeat it, aren't I? Here I go. Gotta have a weakness! Please let it have a weakness! Gross. I don't know how well that worked. Ah! It's so fast! How is it so fast? I'm gonna blow myself up trying to blow him up. Not working. Not working at all. Where? Nowhere. How nowhere? Oh, it's back. It's back. Got it. Okay. I got this. I got this. Alright. I think my shotgun might do more damage at close range. Oh shit! Yes! Alright, here we... Ah, crap. I'm not fucking around right now. Ah, okay, he gives you more time now that the other guys are here. Okay, I can do this. Oops! Nope, that didn't do anything. Dang it. Alright, here we go. Nope, that wasn't... Nope, didn't get the angle that time. Alright, here we go. Ah, crap. My timing was off. Alright, now I know. Now I know. I gotta hurry this up because Sam's gonna die. Oops. I pressed the wrong button. Sorry. Oh, crap. That didn't go well. Alright, okay. I'm guessing not too many more, but we'll see. Take those guys out. Don't hurt me! Here we go, here we go. In the head! In the head again! Yes! Ah! Die, demon! Wow. That was fun. I wish that's probably going to be the only time in the game you get to do that, but I wish I could have done that again. I definitely wish I could have taken him on multiple times. Look at, he's already buried in the snow. What an asshole. Alright, let's go save Sam now. ASAP. This way. Okay, here we go. And I'll roll, because I'm badass like that. Please let me save her. If she dies, I will be so sad. Okay, alright, press element. I was like, this is a cutscene. I don't have to do anything, do I? Come on, come on, come on. Sorry for the button mashing sound. I know it's loud. Yes! Kill him. Kill him so dead. Yeah. Yes! I was just about to die and then I got him. Because I went for the headshot. I tried anyway. You know how it is. Alright. How do I stop this? How do I stop this mystical soul transformation? An axe in the head, perhaps? Ooh! Fire in the heart! Wow! Wow. Wow, you guys. Please be okay, Sam.
Oh, Sam. Thank God. Lara. What's happening?
I'm here. You're safe now. It's okay. It's okay.
You saved me. I knew you would.
I made you a promise. Let's get you home.
These so freaking belong together. The only thing that would have made this moment more perfect is just a little kiss. Just a little sweet kiss of love. Lara saved the day, you guys. This pleases me. Look at that sun shining. The island can finally be at peace.
There's Lara! She's got Sam! She did it.
She did it.
I think she's going to be okay.
Traumatized, like us all, but okay.
What happened up there?
It's over. We can go now.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
I've been so blind, so naive. For years, I resented my father, doubted him like the rest. But he was right about so much. I just wish I could tell him that now. There are so many mysteries that I once dismissed as mere stories, but the line between our myths and truth is fragile and blurry. I need to find answers. I must understand.
Oh. That's pretty good. A survivor is born. Dragon's Triangle, south of Japan. Okay.
Making me waffles before her ballet class.
Need anything?
Maybe a fresh set of
know
clothes.
what happened to you on that island. Judging from those wounds and that look in your eyes, I guess I don't want to know. Anyway, we'll be home soon.
I'm not going home.
What? Oh, you guys, that is so cool. We hope you've enjoyed playing Tomb Raider. We've worked our hardest to bring you the best game we could possibly make. Thank you for taking the time to complete our game. All right, I'll see you guys after the credits and we'll have a little chat. Alright guys, so let's talk a little bit. First of all, I'd love to say that I love this game, and I really had a fun time playing it. And I knew I would because a lot of people make the comparison between the Tomb Raider series, at least the reboot, which this is the first in 2013, and then Rise of the Tomb Raiders after that by Crystal Dynamics. And between Tomb Raider and Uncharted and the Uncharted series. And Uncharted I played first. I played 1 through 4, which I played 3 and 4 on the channel. If you guys haven't seen that playthrough, there's a link in the description below to that playlist. And I really just enjoy a game that makes you feel good. Same thing with books, same things with movies. I love anything that'll just take you out of your own mind and immerse you into a new world and a new character where you can feel like a total badass and you can just defeat enemies left and right. And it's not necessarily too hard, but it's incredibly rewarding to feel yourself grow powerful. And that's sort of just the kind of game that I like, and it has a different value than games that make you think or that make you hurt or that scare you, you know what I mean? And so I think as far as in its genre, this game is pretty good. As I understand it, there were, Tomb Raider was original, and it did a number of different games and movies, and it was a whole franchise, very successful. Angelina Jolie really, really blew her up as a mainstream actress. And then you have the Uncharted games, which wanted to come in and be a male counterpart in the action-adventure genre, but also wanted to really focus on being very cinematic. And, being the game version of a really good action movie, basically. And so Tomb Raider, when it did its reboot with Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix, 2013, this game was the first of the reboot, and they just decided, let's keep what we're good at, let's keep what we're known for, but let's also take a little bit of inspiration from what Uncharted has done really well. And so that's why you kind of see a lot of different crossovers in these games, which I find so interesting. And as far as funness factor, if I'm gonna call it that, if I would call it a funness factor, this game ranks really, really high in my opinion. I give this funness factor probably, a 9 out of a 10 scale, just because you feel so good after you're done playing it. It just makes you want to play more, and it makes you want to collect all the things and get all the upgrades and be more and more powerful, and it rewards you for that. The game has a really good reward mechanism and really inspires you to keep playing, which I think they did a really good job on. So the game developers really did a good job on that particular aspect. This game came out in 2013, and it does feel a little bit aged. Not in graphics, and that's partly because I have what I think is a remastered version, but I'm also running it on mostly ultra graphics. And so the graphics are pretty good. I didn't really feel like, I could see the pixels and my eyes were burning, but I would say it feels a little bit aged in the smoothness of some mechanics. Because even when the player knows what they're supposed to do, if they can't do it just because their controller is just slightly off or their angle is slightly off, there are definitely ways where a good game won't take you out of the game because of things like that. So I think it feels a little bit aged in that regard, and I think the biggest problem that I'm going to point out in regards to the game feeling aged is the fact that the captions they're like neon colored, and they have like this big black bar around them, which I think that looks very bad. I think that's an eyesore, really. You have this amazing game, and then you have these ugly ass captions, which, granted, I wouldn't be playing with captions if I was playing on my own, but I know on YouTube that's very important because, people don't speak English very well and the captions help them, or if they can't have sound on, the captions help them. So I have to have captions on, and I wish the captions were a little bit nicer, which they've been nicer for every game I've ever played with captions on. These are the worst captions I've ever seen. However, that's nitpicking. That's really, really small detail that they probably thought they wouldn't need because Let's Plays weren't as much of a thing back in 2013 as they are now. It's 4 years later, actually. So I would say that's one interesting thing about its aging. Now, I guess I also have to talk about the character of Lara Croft if I'm going to talk about how long this is. And it's interesting that this reboot is a prequel as opposed to a sequel. And it's a well-loved, very successful franchise that they're rebooting, and so they really had a lot of history to respect. They had a lot to take into account. I didn't play the other Tomb Raider games, but I would be really interested in going back and at least watching some of the stories, watching some of the really important parts, just because, I mean, I don't necessarily want to play a game that's 10 years old. I think 2013 is probably as far back as I'll go if it's not a Zelda game. But I'm a Tomb Raider franchise fan now. I would totally watch the movies, and I think that was a really high bar for them to meet, and I think they did a really good job, because even though I haven't played all the Tomb Raider games, I still feel like I get a little bit of it based on this as a prequel, which I think is very interesting. And it really, really sets up this character very well. This character of Lara Croft, who is totally, independent. She's smart. She's a little bit quiet. She's all brain power, right? But she's also got this incredible action-oriented body, and there's really nothing she can't do. She's this character that absolutely doesn't have any limitations. And I think that's so great that you can set up a character like that. And I do feel like she needs to have a little bit of a weakness. And if I could compare it to something, I'm not even sure what I would compare it to, but every good character has an arc. They start in the story one place, they end the story in a different place. Here, Lara started the story as she's just a book person. Like, she just studies, she doesn't do anything else. At the end of the story, she's turned into this total action-adventure heroine. So I see the arc. What I would have liked to see is a little bit more of a struggle, I guess, because overcoming obstacles is the one thing that makes a character lovable, right? And relatable and human and interesting. So I would have liked to see a little bit more of that. What I love about her is she's really got this lone wolf kind of feel. She, does so much for so many other people, and she has this great best friend out of Sam, and she has these different relationships with Jonah and Alex and Roth, obviously. But truly at her core, the more people she loses through these challenges, the more she realizes that, like, I'm fated to be different than everybody else. And, I get chills thinking about a heroine that feels that way, and I love it. And it reminds me a little bit of the movie I watched last night called Arrival with Amy Adams. It's pretty good. You should watch it if you have the chance to. And it's similar. There's a heroine that gets set up that just, her life is different. And she will always be different. She always has been different. And I love those kinds of characters, especially, and I'm going to go there because I have to go there when I talk about this kind of character, because it's so rare. It's so rare to see a female character completely 100% independent. A character, a female character that doesn't rely on males for anything. And not only males, doesn't rely on females, doesn't rely on other people. She's 100% a pillar of independence. And that's really cool to see. I'm not saying that all female characters should be like that, because that would be very uninteresting if they were all like that. But it's interesting because there's not a lot like that, and I think they did a really good job of setting that up. In fact, she's so much of a lone wolf that it would actually, as much as I made some points at the end of the playthrough where, she and Sam totally belong together, which, I would just love to see for the sake of that's also so rare, despite the popularity of Life is Strange, which is not a very common thing to see in video games. But with Lara Croft, she's such a lone wolf that it would almost be out of place for her to have a romance. That would almost go against her character as they've set it up in this game. And so I'm totally fine with the fact that she didn't have a romance. And especially, that ending moment where she was like, I'm not going home. It's like, yes, because home is her exploring. Home is her adventuring to understand. That is her home. She doesn't just go home and like sip a tea and read a book anymore. She's changed. She's different, and she's on a mission, and it just sets up such a good character. I love that they did that. There are a few other things that I could talk about, like the fact that these puzzles in these games. The very last one that we actually had, that crank system thing, totally stumped me. And that's in addition to the whole electric water light thing that I didn't have to look up, but it took me a really long time to figure it out, to the point where I had to cut out a good portion of the gameplay where it was just me in silence trying to, being frustrated at not being able to figure it out. And as much as I say that I love a game that's easy enough that it doesn't pull you out of the story, I also feel like it's very important to have certain moments in the game that are difficult. And that's why a game like The Last of Us, right? It's a game you all know and love. And that game is on normal mode, which is what I played it on, is a lot harder than other games. But that helps the story, because it's supposed to be, because you're supposed to be a scrappy survivor just trying to make it work against these odds. With Tomb Raider and Uncharted, the bar is meant to be set a little bit lower so that you can feel a little bit better, you can get really amped into the story and feel like there's nothing you can't do. It's got a much more hopeful tone. But there still need to be those moments where it feels challenging to the player so that it can seem challenging in the story. And I feel like this game had plenty of those moments. I feel like there were moments where I went up against the shielded, armored guy, and I was having trouble with that. I had to do that a couple times. A couple of the puzzles really stumped me. I feel like what I mean to say is that it had a good challenge ratio, if that makes sense. There were certain parts that I could just breeze through and be like, Lara is the queen! And then there were some parts that I was like, I'm not gonna make it. I can't do it. And I feel like that's very indicative of her experience. So I think that they found a really good balance there. And I would also like to talk a little bit before we're done about the fact that I am going to be playing Rise of the Tomb Raider, which I get a lot of comments saying that you guys are really excited to see that playthrough, because as rough as some of the things feel in this game, some of the nitpicks that you guys have heard me comment on throughout the playthrough, you guys have said that those things are addressed in Rise of the Tomb Raider, and that Crystal Dynamics learned a lot from this game, from the making of this game, and that Rise of the Tomb Raider is a much more polished version, gameplay-wise. And that's very exciting for me to hear, because I didn't really have a huge problem gameplay-wise with Tomb Raider. And so I'm excited to play the next game and see it really just bring everything up to the next level, bring the story up to the next level, bring the character up to the next level, and I hear so many good things. I'm very excited for that. I will not be playing it immediately. Don't be mad. Because, as you guys know, I mentioned this a couple episodes ago, I have Horizon Zero Dawn coming out at the end of February, and I have to make room for that. I have to make room for Zelda Breath of the Wild. I have to make room for Mass Effect Andromeda. These are games that I've been waiting. Not Horizon Zero Dawn as much, but Mass Effect and Zelda I've been waiting for like 5 years. Mass Effect I'm really excited for, even though I've only been waiting for it for about a year. But those are games that will be good for the channel, will be fun to play, will be awesome gameplays. They're new, they're relevant, and they're hugely requested by you guys, more than Rise of the Tomb Raider. And that's not to say that it matters more, but it is to say that I'm going to take a small break from Tomb Raider because it is an older game. Play the games that are coming up within the next couple months until those playthroughs stop, not until the end of the games, because like Mass Effect Andromeda could be really long, and Breath of the Wild could be, in fact, all of those games could be, 100 episode playthroughs, and I'm not sure you guys are going to want to see it for that long. So we'll kind of suss it out, but I will be anticipating the return of Rise of the Tomb Raider very much so. I'm very excited to get to it. So even though there will be a small break, a small interim, we'll get back to it as soon as possible. And I think that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching this entire playthrough. If you've seen every single episode from beginning to end, extra kudos to you. I love you so much for doing that. That is awesome. Thank you for spending all this time with me. I love this game. I'm excited to play the next one, and I'm excited for all the other games that we're playing right now, Final Fantasy and The Walking Dead. And I'll make an official announcement. I'm not sure when I'm going to be posting this video, so I might have already started the game by the time you guys see this. But I will be playing Resident Evil because it's been massively requested. I don't know how yet. I don't know if I'm going to be doing it on YouTube or if I'm going to be streaming it, so it's a little bit less stressful for me, but I will be playing it, and we'll see how that goes. I'm planning on playing it in addition to my other games, as opposed to in replacement of the other games, because it's not my game's usual genre, and as much as you guys want to see it, I think it will. It's a short enough game that I can just add it in without it being too crazy. Guys, it's been a really, really busy month. It's been nuts. It's like the holidays was crazy. There was like 1 week of break, and then it really, really busy again, as evidenced by this crazy hair that I have to then turn back to blonde within the next couple weeks. So it's been nuts. So thank you for your patience. I have been working really hard to be getting out 5 videos a week. I haven't been able to do it as consistently as I would have liked, but I'm a lot better than I was before. So thank you guys for understanding that I have like 4 jobs and I can't do them all really well. I can only do them all, you know, what's the quote? Jack of all trades, master of none. That's what they say. Anyways, that's all, you guys. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Share it with all your friends so they can enjoy it too. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, which is very important right now, for Strange Rebel Gaming, so you don't miss the next episode. Like I said, Final Fantasy or The Walking Dead or mystery game or mystery video or what have you. So that's all. I love you guys. Bye!